What is the difference between my children who grow up in this center of middle-class opulence with access to all sorts of things? 50 megabit per second Wi-Fi, for instance, we have running through our estate, and a kilometer just down the road, counterparts of theirs, same race, same age, without bread on the table. If you watch the South African news, often now and more often than not, you'll see service delivery protests. Have you ever noticed when you watch the South African news and you're seeing a service delivery protest, you would never see a service delivery protest that's half attended. You get that, right? Like if service delivery protests were concerts, it would be full all the time. We'd be filling up the dome every day with just a number of people attending service delivery protests. But hold on, let me tell you who goes to service delivery protests. When you're a middle-class citizen who has to worry about paying their home, car, and credit card, you're busy engaged in economic activity. You do not have the time to engage in service delivery protest. So when you're watching a service delivery protest, rather than see a group of people who are a nuisance, understand that what you are seeing is a class of people for whom the economic promise of South Africa does not exist. It hasn't been realized. It's an academic concept. When a minister stands up and says, "Let the rand fall and we'll pick it up," you should worry less about the minister making that statement and worry more about the people who cheer. Because you see, if I have no rands, if I've never had the rand, its decline or appreciation is an academic construct to me. So let the rand fall, we'll pick it up. Do you see? The broad question about how do we bring the majority of our population into a South Africa that delivers for them is not so that you and I are seen to be doing the right thing. It is so that you and I can sustain our quality of life. Because if you think the walls where you live are high enough, that the electric voltage you run is strong enough, let me tell you, when the masses make a decision to climb over those walls, it will not be high enough and you will not have enough voltage. History has proven it, from the decline of the French kingdom all the way through to the decline of the Egyptian president just a decade ago, that sooner or later, a margin of people who are in the majority left outside of the economic system will topple the economic system that keeps them repressed. It fascinates me that finance professionals think their job is to pass debits and credits or to sign off audit reports. That's not your job. Your job is how do you get 40% of a population of people in a country with 60 million people into the mainstream economy? How the hell do you do that? That's your job. Your job is how do you get your organization Your job is how do you get your organization, your CEO, to understand that we have 1.7 trillion rand sitting in cash in the balance sheets of organizations listed on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. Excuse me, but how dare you? How dare you go into Diepsloot, sell bread at 1 rand, take 40 cents margin, 20 cents and keep it in cash, and think you can keep it on your balance sheet? Who the hell do you think you are? Then you have the audacity, the unmitigating temerity to talk about a no-growing economy? You want to build the Mall of Africa and you're not building factories? You want to tell us about a no-growing economy? And then we say we have transformed. Transformed what? And for who? See, my problem is I'm not a politician. I don't carry political cards. My view is politicians have the will of a centipede. They will change their minds as soon as the odds and the game changes in their favor. The worst thing you can give a politician is your loyalty. Politicians, like entrepreneurs, every single day should earn your vote. They should spend their time keeping market share by delivering on their promises. Yet so many of us are caught in the political discourse of what it looks like. How many black executives in the room? How many female? How many transgender? We have not thought about substance over form. Transformation is not changing blackness with whiteness or whiteness with blackness. It's getting the organization that was going into markets, selling expensive loans to poor people and keeping them poor to stop doing it. That's transformation.